Sagittarius, and welcome to your mini bi-weekly general love tarot reading for April 1st through the 15th, 2017. So, I've got some exciting news. I feel like you are kind of in a good place right now, even though Venus is still retrograde, putting, or I should say, pounding a lot of energy and emphasis on relationships in general. In the interim, besides all the shifts that we're still presently going through, I do feel like there are new beginnings happening here. Two things. I feel like some of you may actually be attracted to a earth sign. It could be sun, moon, or rising. Same thing for a fire sign. And I'm pulling in a lot of Leo energy for you to where I feel like there is a opportunity to continue or start a new relationship with a Leo or an earth sign. So both of this, so there's a couple good, wonderful energy paths here towards love for you, Sagittarius. And for some of you, I feel like you have finally freed yourself from something that has been very tedious and difficult at times. I'm getting something to do with either a relationship that involves a different culture or religion or even race than what you are, or whoever is looking in on Sagittarius right now wanting to find that information. At least that's what I'm feeling from spirit anyways. I feel like there has been a lot of separation, but a lot of tedious energy here, not well spent. I just feel like you've been working and working and working on trying to find solutions to make this work. I feel like you feel deceived. And to me, I feel like that is true. You have been dealing with some deception here. And I feel like somebody, too, is pulling your leg where they're giving you a lot of information that is not true. I also feel like this person could be a big flirt. But I feel also, too, especially getting the Hermit here, that there are things that are happening behind your back. And this may not necessarily have to do with the person that you're interested in. I keep feeling very strongly family members or friends that have interceded in this relationship that have not brought healthy solutions or just a healthy environment in general regarding this relationship that you're having. Now, this relationship also could be a long distance relationship, or this person's, or both of you are two different states or countries, and so that's been a lot of work just trying to keep it going. And what I feel the most here is just trust. Like the trust is always questionable. Now, I also feel like some of you might be involved with someone who is younger than you. Or isn't mature enough to really keep a balance in this relationship. I do feel, however, that this person is your soulmate. I'm picking up a water sign, sun, moon, or rising. It doesn't necessarily have to also be water. It could just be something that you are just feeling so free and emotional to where I'm just looking at the dolphins right now. Like you're just swimming in the water and losing yourself in love. And it's just, the dolphins are forming a heart. The moon is full and just so much beauty. So much beauty. That's what I'm getting. Okay. I just took a journey there. Anyways, yeah, it looks really good. But there are some things that aren't, the best. And again, I feel, let's just kind of take a look at, I feel like what's going to turn around is something good in this relationship. Either you are going to reunite in a new love, just not dwiddling or twiddling or however they say it in the past. But I also feel like for some of you who have been going through this complication are going to find someone new, going to find a new love. Okay, so I'm also getting like maybe some of you have traveled to meet someone or are about to meet someone who lives further away. That's what's coming to me. You're actually taking a vacation of your own and meeting up with this person. Now, I do feel like this relationship is going to eventually be good and even out. But what I'm feeling in the beginning is things feel different, things feel off. It isn't what you imagined it to be. At the same time, I feel like there's some struggles. There's a bit of an argument, but I do feel like things do straighten themselves out. However, it does make you feel confused, and I think why is what I'm getting is you've just been putting so much daydreaming and so much imagination in this relationship, and perhaps this other person has been coaxing you with that also, and then when you go to see reality, it's different. And so I almost feel like you've gone into either culture shock or some kind of shock to where it's like, oh, wait a minute, what am I doing in this? But once you move forward through all of this, I do feel like things are going to work itself out. Now, some of you who may be experiencing this may just kind of be bringing in some energy from the past that no longer serves you, obviously, and is causing some havoc. So it's really good to just kind of reassure yourself that I am safe here, I am loved, I am appreciated, because I feel like you feel really low self-esteem or insecure about yourself regarding relationships in general. Okay. And I also, if you allow yourself just to be free, allow yourself just to flow with love, not try to control it, you will find yourself on a new direction regarding love. I just don't know what it is, Sagittarius, that I feel like you won something and the others have been defeated. But then again, I feel like you question yourself later, what is it that I exactly won? Maybe your point of view, I feel. You won your point of view, but at the same time, you just kind of feel lonely and out there by yourself, or even feeling this within. And Spirit is questioning you also, like, what is it that you're really, truly accomplishing here? That's really important to know that. I'm going to pull some tea leaf cards. Like, okay, like the message is what are you making conscious? You're bringing things into consciousness, but yet you're just kind of leaving them there. I feel like once you've brought them into consciousness, you need to figure out what it is, where the core issue is, to heal that. And then you can say, I'm free. It's done. I've accomplished this. Okay? So needle and thread. What that means is there is something I feel that you're wishing for. And I do feel that this has a lot to do with you not being satisfied with life. Like right now, you're dissatisfied with life, which is like the cracked cup. I'm not saying that you're necessarily depressed or unhappy, although some of you may be, but I just feel like that you're at this crossroads here of, what is it do I really want in my life? And I really feel that if you focus that something that is very serious and sincere to you, I feel will be granted. Okay? You do have some people around you who really think highly of you. That's what the bow means. And sunrise is bringing out your creativity, starting something new. It's a fresh start. And I did kind of pick that up with the Fool, and how I laid the cards right over here in the love reading. Is I do feel like there are some new things that are beginning for you. Now, remember, we do have a Venus retrograde until the 13th through the 15th. There is going, I don't remember the exact date. I think some people say it's the 15th and some say it's the 13th. But either way, it's between the 13th and the 15th. I don't have my ephemeris here, so I don't really know right off, and I probably should look for that exact direct date, but I thought it was around the 15th. In the meantime, that Venus retrograde is putting a lot of pressure on relationships in general. And then Mercury goes retrograde around April 9th with an intense shadow that begins 4 or 5 days prior to that. So it will be kicking off earlier. And I do believe Saturn is also going retrograde. So we have a lot of our boys that have gone retrogrades here, but we are definitely... Definitely, it's time to touch with that inner beautiful light or enlightened fountain within you. Really touch bases with that, just to help you carry through some intense times that are coming, because we are shifting. And I really do believe that you're really going off into some new beginnings regarding relationships and in general, even business or work life. Things also, too, I feel could resolve themselves with family. Okay, let me just pull a love oracle card. Challenging times. Well, we kind of already went through that. I think everybody understands what challenging times are. Now, I do feel like the messages will be pertaining to relationships in general, not just love, work. I'm feeling like the challenging times are basically about letting go of the old, bringing in the new, because that's what you have here in your cards. Also, that's what I'm feeling from Spirit. And I do feel like some of you won't have an easy time with it, but I do feel if you focus on the brighter side of things rather than the not so bright things, that the challenging times will be less challenging than they are right now. Okay, let me go ahead and shuffle general. So we have the Strength card again, which is also the 8 of... what was I going to say here? Not the 8 of anything, but there it is, the number 8, which I love the number 8, and we got the number 11 here. Both of these are Strength cards. This is just touching bases on your inner strength, that light, that enlightened fountain I was talking about that constantly is within us and constantly going, and that we can touch bases on that resource. I also feel it's got a lot to do with Leo, okay, or a fire sign that is going to be that is important or going to be important in your life. But I also feel like there needs to be a lot of compassion here. Now, sometimes, no offense, Leo, sometimes Leos don't always show compassion. So maybe you're trying to seek or trying to teach a Leo compassion. Could even be a child of yours, could be a coworker, could be a relationship, could be a family member. But I feel like you just need to release judgment and just, focus on forgiving, letting go, and compassion. The next card is the Queen of Earth. This is a card that is saying that there are some people around you that really could use your time, really could use your presence. And also, too, I feel like that there is something you want to approach, but I almost feel like you're going in too quick, like the fire element is too much. And you need to calm it down, just get with your peace, and have a sensible approach to this. Okay? Again, the Queen of Earth complements or confirms the challenging times. There's some challenges to deal with, but it's not the end of the world. We all have these in and out of our life. I think understanding, too, is something that is needed strongly. Either someone needs to understand you strongly, or you need to understand someone, or it could be both. The Six of Air is about things looking up, okay? Maybe if you follow the advice I've given you, or find something that resonates with you that gives you peace and tranquility, not to react, not anger, etc. I do feel like you will solve this difficult situation. Okay, I do feel some of you may actually have to journey, actually take a trip for this to solve the situation. So this could even be a family member or someone, maybe even a child in college, that you may have to take a trip and straighten some things out. The Five of Air is like making choices too quickly. So by making choices too quickly, you didn't have enough time to process them and really agree upon those decisions you've made with your internal self. Okay? So I feel like there's a little bit of conflict here. Slow down. Okay? Please be conscious of the aspects that are very strong right now with the Venus retrograde and the Mercury retrograde. So that you're able to make a decision that you can stand by. You don't want to make a decision and then 5 days later or 3 months later, etc., you don't stand behind your own decision. Okay, so that's really important. And also it's important that you learn from this situation. So review everyone's motives here, not just yours. And we've got the Two of Fire. I think that Scorpio got that. I love this card. This means new beginnings, new partnerships, just a message of moving forward, continuing on your journey. Just continue. Don't let yourself get stagnant. Keep moving. The Three of Water is something that you've got something to celebrate about, okay? This is April 1st through the 15th, so you may know an Aries who has a birthday, or, it could be anybody who has a birthday that is born in April. And I feel like there's something that you have to celebrate about. So this could be a graduation coming up. This could also be a birth, a birthday party. Just maybe it's a social thing. I don't know, but it's something that you celebrate. I feel like something you're going to celebrate about. And I also feel like, Sagittarius, you know how to have fun. I have a rising in Sag. Come on. I think it's a message for some of you who are just kind of, feeling like you're in a hole. Just get out there and go have some fun. Don't abuse yourself. Don't sabotage yourself. Just go out and have some fun. The Three of Fire is an abundant card. Things are looking up, Sag. As we move forward through these next 2 weeks, things will start to look better. I also feel like there's something on your mind, or something I feel that you want to make or create into a long-term thing. Okay, and this card is confirming that would be a good idea. The Queen of Air is, an independent card. It's about clearing away all that no longer serves you. It can mean, just laughing at things that you feel sad about, just to bring humor back into just the energy that feels stagnant. It also could mean like you're in a position of, or maybe even forced to do some objective decision making. Okay, so I just feel like I need to warn you that you need to just be cautious about how you conduct yourself in relationships, the communication that you get across with someone. You might make a joke and they may take it as you're making fun of me. So it's just being conscious about other people's feelings, where they're at. But I'm not saying that you have to be so empathic that you just absorb their feelings and you feel just beside yourself with all sorts of emotions that you can't deal with. Okay, I also get a message here that some of you want to get out of something, but you feel sorry for that person. That's not good. Staying with someone feeling sorry for them is not reality. It's codependent. And it, it stops your life. You want to keep it moving, Sag. I feel like the energy here is to teach yourself how to keep flowing. Now, I know that a lot of Sagittarians are independent and they know with, their fire element, their fire sign, and you know how to keep moving on. But that's not what I'm talking about. We can keep moving on, and before you know it, you have like piles and piles of suitcases within you that you don't even know where to turn to start eliminating them. And that was the message about clearing away all that no longer serves you. If you'd like a personal reading, www.transformationandempowerment.com. Please remember to check your moon and rising. Much love and blessings.